Okay, so looks like I'm live here, finally. So how's it going, people of YouTube, Facebook, or however you might be listening in today? Matt here with our first ever podcast live stream, coming at you live from the beautiful shores of Lake Wisconsin here in Matt's World, as I like to call it. This is my apartment. If it looks like an apartment, that's why. So, due to popular demand, I thought I'd start a podcast. I've gotten a lot of Facebook friends, a lot of YouTubers who have suggested I try a podcast. So this is, I guess, kind of a prototype, kind of a test of the waters, if you will. See if there is, in fact, a interest in a market for it, and see how that goes. So if it looks like I'm reading from a script, it's because I am. This is all pretty new to me. I haven't really done this radio stuff since college. So, see where I was going to pick up. So, like many of you, you're probably sitting at home, bored out of your mind, like I sure as hell am. In fact, that's why I decided to start this podcast today of all days. By now, you're probably familiar with what's been going on in the news and in our local communities, and I just thought I would share this public service announcement. That is basically just to stay safe, wash your hands. We all have done this since elementary school. Practice your hand washing. Stay safe and limit your time with the news. I think a lot of us, we tend to turn to the news for answers. And fortunately, a lot of it is you got to take it with a grain of salt. You got to understand that what the news is these days is it's just a way of spreading hype, spreading fear. And that's what it's always been. So use common sense, do your own research, and stay safe. And that's going to be just about all the conversation I'm going to put towards this pandemic. Now, guess I'll just go ahead and dive right into it. So once again, welcome to Matt's World. Shout out to everyone who has been supportive, who has encouraged me to start this podcast. And another shout out to you, the listener, all 5 of you. Thanks for tuning in on your Wednesday morning and joining me here today. I'm not exactly sure as to what I'm going to talk about, to be honest with you. I have a couple of ideas for some guests that I'm going to have in, a couple of friends of mine, a couple of neighbors of mine that I hang out with. We've got some contents, but in the box below, please put what you'd like to hear for content. And I guess I think I'll talk about the one thing I'm probably known for, fishing. Fortunately, the weather here in south central Wisconsin has been a little goofy lately. Haven't really seen too much of that warm weather that we're supposed to have by now. In fact, it's actually snowing right now. I'd show you a picture of it, but unfortunately I'm technically limited by basically my knowledge in all this podcast stuff and live YouTube streaming. So it's been snowing a lot lately, and we still, believe it or not, just have some ice out here on Lake Wisconsin. There's a bridge going along the side of the grade here. And the rest of the lake, the rest of the river, looks like it's wide open. One of these days I'm going to have to invest in a boat and try the dams, try the all the sandbars and all the bridges and such that are on Lake Wisconsin. A couple of years of living here and I have yet to invest in a boat. Of course, invest is a nice way of putting what a boat really is. As they say, hole in the water, bust out another 1,000. But I digress. What I have been doing lately is I have been going trout fishing. Trout fishing, it's a lot of fun, especially this time of year, this winter, early spring. It's kind of cool to actually be able to open water fish while the rest of the waters are frozen over. And I really wish I could provide video footage. Really wish I could provide pictures, but that's actually been pretty hit and miss lately. In fact, literally hit and miss because I have yet to catch a fish yet, and I've been getting a lot of hits, but no actual fish. So what I have been doing is I've just been kind of waiting it out till it gets a little warmer. I'm going to try going out when we get that 160 degree, the 170 degree day that we're known to get in Wisconsin. And hopefully that wakens them up, and hopefully they're biting. And then with all the snow, with all this precipitation, the water streams tend to go a little quick. And so it makes it difficult to fish. The fish tend to not want to be out and swimming in all this fast current. So that's been part of the reason why I haven't really been catching a whole lot there. So I'm trying to think of what else I really want to touch up on, and then I guess we'll talk about a little bit about ice fishing. Fortunately, we've had kind of a goofy ice fishing season too. We had maybe 3 solid points of the year in which we had ice. We had ice in November, we had ice around Christmas, and then we had ice between New Year's, I guess a couple weeks after New Year's up until about a couple weeks ago was when we had snow. So probably about grand total of a month and a half worth of ice, fishable ice that is. And then when there is ice, then it's cold. So I don't really like going out ice fishing when it's too cold. I like to go out there when it's nice, when it's sunny. So I haven't really done too much ice fishing myself. The only thing I caught this year was a perch on a tip-up. I had a day where I was getting a bunch of false flags. I was using little crappie minnows. And the one fish I caught was this little perch. Somewhere I have a picture of him. I was pretty happy. That was the only fish I caught basically all season. Ended up giving it up altogether a month ago. Thought, you know what, maybe I'll just double down on regular open water fishing. Put more money into that, put more energy into that, and make it a great year. And if it seems like I'm shooting from the hip, it's because I am. I'm just rambling on and hoping stuff comes to my mind. So, just reading some notes here. I guess, really, I guess I'll just go ahead and wrap this up. And I'll keep it pretty short. I plan on having ones that are longer in the future. And so once again, don't forget to comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Matt Gerloff. My name, MattGierloff. And I will be keeping you in the loop as to future podcasts, and hopefully go from there and hopefully turn this into a career. So thanks again for joining us on this podcast. I am Matt Gerloff, signing off. Thank you, and I hope to see you out there. And